Welcome to Meganet Gaming, and today's review is going to be on Xonotic. That is spelled Xonotic. Xonotic is a free-to-play, free and open-source first-person shooter. It's a fork of Nexuiz, spelled Nexuiz. It's developed by Team Xonotic, published by Team Xonotic, and designed by Team Xonotic in the community. Uses the DarkPlaces engine, which is the game engine used to power Quake. It's available on Linux, FreeBSD, OS X, Windows, and given it's open source, you can get it to run on other platforms with a bit of work in porting over the code. Apparently in March 2010 there was a controversy involving the original Nexuiz. The original creator secretly made a deal with a company known as Xonotic, and that company got a hold of Nexuiz, the trademark, as a result. Since this was unexpected, they created a fork controlled by the community in an open manner. So that's how you get this game. It's been highly praised by a variety of sites that talk about open freeware games. So let's go ahead and get to the game, discuss some aspects of the gameplay, and see how this game holds up. Go ahead and do single player, do it on easy. As far as the menus and graphical style, it's actually quite well done. We're going to do a little bit of single player, and for that I'm actually going to go ahead and mute myself and put it on the game's audio so you can watch and hear, and then we'll discuss it afterward. At the moment it's still loading up. It looks like it uses OGG files, which is quite nice. Here we go. I'm going to show a little bit of gameplay from the first level of the single player mode, which is mostly just for practice for the multiplayer aspect.
Double kill.
Alright, there's some of the gameplay. I think I have too much stuff running in the background. It was actually running quite slow, so let's see what I can go ahead and shut off for the time being. Firefox being the first culprit. Maybe it's because I'm running in a window. I don't think it'd be the recording software. What kind of nonsense do I have running? Alright, now let's give this a try in multiplayer. Alright, I'm actually not sure why it's running so poorly at the moment, but I have played this game rather extensively, so you did get an idea of basically what it is. It's a game that has a variety of game modes. It's your essentially multiplayer only with a single player practice mode first person shooter. It's an arena style first person shooter. The weapons are interesting futuristic takes on the weapons of Quake. They're well balanced and each one plays a different role. Whether it's the only role might be that it's your backup weapon, or some require accuracy, some have a lot of splash damage, etc. It includes classic modes like Capture the Flag and Deathmatch, and it requires the same general skills that you need from Quake. That's strafe jumping, that's your circle strafing, your bunny hopping, rocket jumping, etc. You have bloom, dynamic lighting, shadowing, offset mapping, and high dynamic range rendering, which helps it attain graphic quality that's way past that of Quake 1, since it uses that engine, but technology has advanced quite a bit, and is actually a rather advanced engine for the time. DarkPlaces engine was more of an engine that was held back by the average person's computer at the time, more so than the actual engine itself. So, you have responsive controls, fluid movement, even though it probably doesn't appear, so I don't know. I think it's because I have that on a certain hard drive that's about to go out. One of those spinning disks, one that grinds, I think. It's probably on its last legs. Yeah, it usually plays quite fluid, quite smooth. The maps are interesting and colorful, and it's quite a fun game to play. And best of all, it's free. And to be honest, I would pick it above probably 90% of the other first-person shooters on the market quite easily. He basically took an idea that was amazing in Quake 1, the multiplayer part of it, and took what we've learned from Quake 2 and Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament to create their own unique take on it. And the implementation's quite well done. Where do I score this game? I am going to go ahead and put it quite high on the list. It's free, excellent game, and I highly recommend it. problem isn't so much that it does anything wrong necessarily, more so than it really is a bit of an unfinished demonstration of mastery of what Quake 1 did right in multiplayer. It would be interesting to see somebody tack on a single player campaign of sorts. Perhaps add some more references to the lore of the universe to help with immersion. But nonetheless, it's a very entertaining game. I really do think there's enough to put this game in the A- range. It's borderline A-B+, and I am going to side on the side of I am going to put it in the B+ range. I'm going to put the game right above Anachronox. Actually, I'm going to put it right below Anachronox, right above Call of Duty 2. As far as the campaign available on Call of Duty 2, obviously that's much better than that of Xonotic, which is just practice mode for the multiplayer. However, I did enjoy the multiplayer of Xonotic much more than the multiplayer of Call of Duty 2, making them roughly equal games as far as scoring goes, but for much different reasons. Like I said, it's a free game. It's one of the best free shooters available. Skip Steam if you're looking for a free shooter. There's so many much better games out there. You have Open Arena, you have Alien Arena, you have Xonotic, you have Warsaw. There are tons of good free and open source, no strings attached, and you can jump in and help the development team directly and be a real part of creating something amazing with some of these free and open source shooters. So like I said, highly recommended. Definitely check it out and have